Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome back to Dream Daddy. I've just loaded where we were up to last time. It's been a while since we played this, so not quite sure exactly what we were doing, other than the fact that we're at the mall and we're about to do a little thing. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Hell yeah! Language, Missy. Heck yeah! Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar? Bread with cheese on it? Or do you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and dig in. These are bad. These are very bad. But also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we are out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? I'm not that old. Which meme? All memes. Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny and the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time memes get to you, Dad, all us youths have already done the joke to death. And what's worse than that is that movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on the meme train, but just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out, so it just dates it and it isn't funny. Oh shit, what up? Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now? Wanna go to that goth shop? Goth store? What? You know the one. You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment, despite being an exact representation of the establishment. I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s. Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one!
Hey.
I love that it's like, be more specific, so it just vaguely, that one that you threw up in that one time. Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back. There it is! You can still see the outline, kinda. I'm so proud. Speech! Amanda. Speech! Alright, I'll do it if you can stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate I hate it when people say that. Commemorate a historic moment that would forever shape history? On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda and Maximus had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead Goth and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Oh, that's great. I love that. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping. Slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head.
Alright.
Oh hey, chain wallets! While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for a dad to look at in Dead Goth and Beyond. Peruse the band t-shirts, look at ironic mugs, or check the clearance bin for hot deals. Sure. There's a big cardboard box of marked down items. I'm pretty sure $4 for purple eyeliner is a good deal, I think. I wonder if I would look good in purple eyeliner. Hell yes I would. I was about to make a comment like that, and I was like, no, I won't make that comment. Look, this is very important to me. I overhear a stifled argument over the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here.
What?
Once again, like, I have Markiplier's voice of this character in my head when I think of this character, so it's like real sort of regal. Listen, when I bought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian-inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. I am the manager. I see. Well, it would seem that I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeeper. Shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. Whatever, dude. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they are Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Oh my god. Sometimes it's pretty hard to tell, but I love Victorian-style stuff. Amanda trots up to me with a t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes. Hey, Dadtron 5000. Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy. Thanks. At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up. Just wow, cashier, wow. Radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So what was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes so hard I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag, and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream. Oh, cool! Longhaul Paranormal Ice... Oh my god, American accent, I can't do it well. Longhaul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? Oh, hell yes. They make... I would never watch such a show. How ridiculous. Oh, hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no! The ghosts done got control of the truck! I can't steer on them... I can't steer on them damn road... I can't say that sentence. I can't steer on them damn ice roads. Let me use this EPV meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die! I almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like they're saying you're gonna die. That's because we're about to die! This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. Oh dear, those sentences back there was so challenging for me. Saying long haul ice road, or whatever, saying that sentence in an American accent is so hard for me. There are certain word combinations when put together are really difficult because I'm okay at doing it. I'm okay, average at the very best at doing an American accent. I can guess or I can gather what the vowel sounds are supposed to sound like, but sometimes they're completely opposite to what I'm used to in my accent. That like you'll get 3 words in a row that I have to invert of what I'm used to, and sometimes they're opposite of each other. So like it gets really challenging for me. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterwards, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and 1 desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? Excited to beef up my grilling skills. If there's food, I'm excited. If there's food, I'm excited. I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties. Yeah, those are bad. Which means there are more for me. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay at cooking when I have to cook. Usually my food all tastes the same. Like I do stir fry stuff a lot when I cook for myself, and things tend to just all the flavors tend to blend together because I just put everything in one place and cook them all together. I'm not great, but I'm not store-bought salad bad. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh? Let me guess, the exact same veggie plate bought from the exact same store. No doubt. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome! I'm so glad you two are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi.
Oh.
This is Christian and Chrissy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing.
Hey.
Then of course there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Why are they all... Was one of them Chris? The other two were Christian and Chris... They've all got the same name, what? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here? Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart. Did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him.
Oh.
What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Rorius, and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I've had a glass of wine and I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to, meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. Oh dear. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor. Please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. I've met all of them, except for... Technically, I haven't actually met Damien. I've only seen him. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad. Who are you gonna party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. I get that voice, like the extended vowels and everything. Pleasantries. Ugh. Dad. Ugh. They're gonna talk about weather.
Ugh.
Go, do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead, Goth and Beyond? I don't know why this keeps catching me up. Dead, Goth and Beyond keeps catching me off guard. Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second. All these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. Burger time. Do we just slowly walk around? You know what? I'll talk to Joseph and Damien, because we haven't spoken to Damien yet, so... I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Goth and Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black?
Huh.
Where do I even start? These voices are, once again, they're blending. Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an, interesting choice. Thank you, I'm very proud of my abode. Rorius, I was just having a conversation with Damien about his aesthetic design choices, or decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Death Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved the other day. She was the one I took to Death Goth and Beyond. I think I keep calling it Death. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood.
Oh my!
Hey, Amanda! Would you consider yourself a goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Bats are cool, though. Ah, pity.
Oh.
Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch at your service. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Aw. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison? Hey. Would you come and play with us? Come play with us forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Murray takes a long sip of the wine. Yeah, he has like, I guess he has sort of grayish eyes. I was gonna say, the kids have like these gray, dead eyes. They look like, yeah, I mean, gray eyes are fine, but in the context of the game, it's so creepy. Mary takes a long sip of wine. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Murray tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. I have squeezed 4 little... Oh my god. Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary? Okay, jeez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now? Ah, Lucian, have I introduced you to Rorius yet? And it's like, oh, you're the douchebag. Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen? Is Joseph's surname Christensen? In which case, is his son named Christian Christensen? It's Chris Christensen, Christian Christensen, Christy Christensen, and Krish Christensen. What the frick, man? Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian? Yup. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad.
Yeah.
That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the girl. Just a hint of tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. Oh. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Oh. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yep. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Wanna see mine?
Oh my.
What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian! We'll talk about this later. Oh. My game disappeared for a second there. We'll talk about this later.
Oh.
That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick.
Oh.
Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. Cool. So yeah, we'll just talk to everyone at the party. Matt, Hugo, and Craig, or Robert and Brian? I'll speak to Matt, Hugo, and Craig. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare 2 art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they are a unique byproduct of social and political climate of the time and place. And to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period, and try to compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which the work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Talk to Craig or listen to Matt and Hugo? Talk to Craig. I turn my attention to Craig, who seems a little more attentive to my existence. How'd resistance training go the other day?
Oh.
Great. Little River here is a great cheerleader. Ain't you, tiny bro? Craig grabs River's arms and waves them around. Aw, look at this smile. River's so cute. You can do it, Dad. I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry for pooping on you. It's like him doing a little girl's voice. She must be a handful at that age. Oh, they always are. But it's so worth it. Craig grabs River's arms again and waves them around.
Oh.
It's so cute. Ah. Also, I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad. How are you settling in? Almost done. The new place is perfect. I never get too comfortable. Almost done, or the new place is perfect? The new place is perfect. It's really cozy and the neighborhood is beautiful. I'm so glad we moved here.
Oh.
And I'm even more glad that we're right next to my old best friend. Aw. Craig gives me a playful punch on the shoulder. Ow. That's so me, so me. I remember that hurting less in the past.
Nice.
Sorry, I've been doing push-ups and stuff. Rorius, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everyone's been super friendly. Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us.
Hey.
Oh, right. What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it.
Hey.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head.
Oh.
That's great. Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on.
Hey.
Hey, Rorius, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually. Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop? And my old college friend? And, your teacher? Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Oh.
Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. Yeah. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud.
Oh.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Huh?
Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Huh?
Ernest? Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking?
Oh.
Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I'm gonna give him like a real voice. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of a cigarette and then flicks it into the gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Hey.
Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard.
Oh.
And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half my yard too. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey everyone, sorry about that. Rorius, this is my son Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. That little like... Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter?
Oh.
Ernest? Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you.
Oh.
Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest. Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. That's great, that's perfect. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really tough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm as cool as a cucumber.
Oh.
See, that right there. You can't say that.
Oh no.
My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads?
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against, and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter, Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs, she keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest.
Oh.
Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right, but it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens?
Hey.
Don't let us eat up your time, Rorius. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Alright, so yeah, we've just got Robert and Brian. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-upped by Brian, or whatever happened with Robert last night. Yeah. These are like the antagonistic dads. He's comes from a good place, whereas he's like, I mean, he's got a heart of gold, but yeah. He's the most sort of like evil lining. If you have like the good evil and they're like somewhere in the middle, Robin's like the full evil version. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey guys. Rorius, how the heck are ya? Settling into the neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least? That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50 inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. I hate boastful people, even if it's like humble brag boasting, you know. Ugh. Rorius, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. I can't remember what voice I gave him now. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. Oh. And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. That face. Being inside making art, where she won a local competition for that art. Yep. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway. I haven't gone camping in years. Not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change once you have a kid. Wait, what happened the last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me went out in the back country. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They build him tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle when the rope bridge snaps. You can see the bone popping through his skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. This isn't the voice that I did before, is it? It feels wrong. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I've got a fireman carry a 6-foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you, there were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy, but you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I guess that's camping for you. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. It's totally made up. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went in a tubing down a river, and he lost a flip-flop. Missed that kid. Brian and I laughed nervously. Or am I kidding? Okay, I just looked up my previous video because I was like, what did I give him? What voice did I give him? Apparently it sounds just like basically exactly what I'm doing. It's not the voice I intended for him, but whatever. I can never get his voice right. He has a specific voice in my head, and I can't imitate it. I can't get it out, you know. Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Phew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us, laughing. Daisy is holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We've got to get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked the doors. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. They're doing ghost truckers. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded, I like that. Although I'm not sure about the materials required to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert? Wait a second. Are you guys playing Longhaul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? I said it right that time. I said it perfectly. Yeah. Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates for breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality reality TV. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. I guess there's like a hint, but the Robert voice I'm doing has like a hint of like, Metal Gear Solid. War has changed. It's no longer about nations. That's a terrible, terrible impression. Alright, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gotta keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over there. Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Okay. But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend. Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off with a cute couple of kids. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. Oh my god. She bit people too. Kids, right? Gotta love him. You're required to by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try and put together a little play date for them. They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continually hearing about all of Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. And I think it's just skipped because that was all the people we've talked to everyone. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work with the greatest of ease. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think it's my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese into patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. This is like a cliche that I've never actually seen exist in the real world. The idea that men have this fascination with grills and that they compliment each other on their grill skills.
Oh.
You probably didn't know this, Rorius, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrill-leavable.
Hey!
I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up.
Oh.
Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustn't we keep talking about this? Can't we just appreciate the artist?
Hey.
I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop. All the children at the party boo. The glorious display of puns in unison.
Yeah.
Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Barbecue. I missed that. It took me a second to register. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers.
Ah.
Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kinda nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot.
Oh.
Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all of the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why did you add us all on Dadbook? Dadbook?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Welcome to the neighborhood achievement. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I mean, I got a burger in me. I felt like I was at a networking event, or wish I could have been playing Paranormal Iced Road Truckers. I mean, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I mean, I got a burger in me. Sweetie, if I can impart any sort of wisdom upon you right now, it's not that this was a bad situation, but if you're ever in an uncomfortable situation, always look for the silver lining. The silver linings get you through to the other side. We ate rockin' burgers today, and it was good. Amen. Well, hey, at least you met some cool dads. Some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how that social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Yeah, cool. Alrighty, we'll leave this here. Okay, yeah, I'll leave it here. Save. Cool. So, today we talked to all of the dads. We met them sort of more formally in a barbecue setting, and from here the game becomes less linear. Up until this point we've sort of had some control over what we do, but for the most part we had to kind of do everything. It all sort of culminates at this point where you unlock you get the dad book app. It's basically like the dad dating app. And from here you can just basically decide of the 7 dads, you can choose one to go on a date with, or go on, you know, hang out with. I don't think it's officially a date of any of them as official. Are any of them officially dates? I don't remember from what I've seen. But they're called dates, but also they're kind of just like, you're just hanging out with them. You're just going to hang out with them, spend time with them. And yeah, I think each dad has 3 dates. And once you're on if you do the 3rd date, that ends the game. So you can do 2 dates with every dad if you want, and then you can end the game by doing the 3rd date with one of the dads. And as long as you haven't pissed any of them off, or you haven't done anything bad as you've gone, you can get the sort of like good ending, I guess, with each of them. But we'll dive deeper into that next time. But until then, if you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. This game always gives me a lot of laughs. It's pretty wholesome most of the time. I don't know what it is about this game. I just really enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. Only problem is that my voice does get pretty tired, especially Robert's voice, because it's got the rasp in it. It does push my voice a little far. And this morning I recorded, or earlier today I recorded Deltarune, which also had a lot of talking, so my voice is destroyed. Anyway, enough rambling. Thank you so much for watching, and as always,